Welcome back. It is the Carolina Trust Financial Friday Community Panel, which we do the last Friday of every month. We've been so excited chatting with Michael and Susan up here. And so we all have our ribbons on today. So most people know the pink one is for breast cancer awareness, but we also have purple on here, which is for domestic violence awareness as well. So Michael King, I know that you've done a lot of work with the domestic violence shelter that's opening up. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, we're very excited. Right before COVID hit, we were really gung-ho. We were going to have a big country music concert up in North Myrtle Beach. Yeah. We had already talked to some acts that were going to be coming, and anyhow, COVID kind of threw that in the back seat.
Like everything else, right?
Yeah, like everything.
It's unbelievable. But during that time, the Benton family, which of course is a staple family in the Myrtle Beach area, as we all know, stepped up to the plate and donated us land for us to put our domestic violence shelter.
Which is wonderful.
It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
So wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess to give people at home a little insight as to how big the domestic violence issue is in our area, and why we need a shelter here.
Yeah. COVID, of course, intensified the domestic violence, as you can all imagine.
Yeah.
Everyone was locked up in their house, and mothers and children just really experienced a terrible time coming from that type of atmosphere. But it's amazing. People don't realize how much of that goes on.
Yeah.
How much of it is not even reported.
Right.
Just to give you an example, in 2020, the domestic violence cases that the Sheriff's Department went to in Georgetown County was a little over 100 cases in 2020. In Horry County, it's a little over 1,000 cases.
Wow.
And again, that's what was reported.
Right,
That's not what was
Right.
not reported, which a tremendous amount of that happens.
Right, yeah.
Now, granted, we have a tremendous amount of vacationers that come here, and that's why we're so much more than than Georgetown County.
Yeah.
But still, one is too many.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we've kind of put it in high gear. We've got the land. We have the architect that's actually working on the plans. We have always notoriously taken up about 70% of the beds in Georgetown County, which there's only 9 beds there.
Wow.
This facility that we're building, hopefully will have 20 to 25, maybe a few more beds.
Right.
So it's going to be a nice big facility, and we'll be able to take care of our own here in Horry County.
So there's not one in Horry County right now.
There's not one in Horry
That's
County.
amazing.
And how I got involved with it was Fred Nesta, which most of us all know. He's the recipient of the Order of the Palmetto, which is the largest or the most well-known or the highest award that a civilian can get in the state of South Carolina. We got, he called me up one day and he said, Michael, I need your help. We don't have a domestic violence shelter for mothers and children. And I said, Fred, we do. We have CASA. He said, Michael, that hasn't been around for 3 years. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not know that. And I'm sure a lot of the people that I grew up here with didn't know it. So with that being said, I've talked to a couple of them. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it. So we're getting more and more people involved. And like I say, we've hit the ground running, and we're going to have one hopefully within the next 12 to 18 months.
That would be wonderful.
That was going to be my next
That's
question.
wonderful.
When do you think it's going to be up and running? So that's exciting.
Very exciting.
For people that are looking to kind of help with this initiative, how can they go about doing that? Donating, items, whatever you guys need.
They can go to the Family Justice Center of Horry and Georgetown County and donate, and be sure to tag the Horry County Domestic Violence Shelter if that's where you want to give, is to Horry County.
Yeah.
And you also can reach me at King One Properties International, and I certainly can help direct the funds or gifts or whatever it is that someone would like to give.
And what about folks that may need this service? Do they go to the same place? Or?
They would call the Family Justice Center.
Okay.
They would call the Family Justice Center and reach out to them, and they have a whole process that's very quick, and it happens quick. They can come get you and make it really easy on someone that's experiencing that tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you for getting involved and helping to spearhead this, because that's
Absolutely.
definitely needed in our area.
We need it so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm honored to say that Carolina Trust is donated to Caring in Our Lifetime and the Horry County Domestic Violence Shelter, as well as some of the other causes that we have going on this month. Like I said, it's Down Syndrome Awareness, so we've made a donation to the Grand Strand Society for Down Syndrome. And then with it being Bullying Awareness, of course, you guys know we are big sponsors of the I'm a Buddy Not a Bully program that we do in schools. Of course, that's kind of been on the back burner a little bit because of everything going on with COVID. But, we are still a huge partner with Ricky Sapp, who comes out and talks and helps spread awareness. So, we are honored at Carolina Trust to be able to kind of spread awareness about such important issues in our community and make the community aware as to how they can help at home.
And thank you for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you to both of our guests, Susan and Michael, and of course, always
you.
August. Thanks so much for watching today for the Carolina Trust Financial Friday Community Panel on Living Local. See you next time.
Today's community panel is sponsored by Carolina Trust Federal Credit Union.